Hello everybody and welcome to SnackTube. It's a stormy day here in Scotland, so if you happen to hear any loud noises, that's just the wind going by. There's a mad storm coming in. I can't remember what it's called, but a lot of football matches and rugby and stuff like that's being cancelled because of it, so that's a bummer. But luckily, the football that I want to watch is still going to be on, so yay for me. Well, today I thought on this stormy day, I can't leave the house really. Well, I mean, I could, but I would probably get blown over. Or I would just get very, very wet, which I don't fancy today as it is a Sunday. So yeah, I figured I would eat in today, but I fancied a bit of a takeaway, so we're going to have ourselves a fakeaway, if you like, and it's going to be basically a microwavable takeaway. So we've got one of these. It's a heat me, eat me doner meat and chips. So if you have watched this channel since the beginning, or if you've gone back and watched some of the older videos, you might remember first ever video on this channel was a microwavable doner kebab. So that was the same brand, Heat Me, Eat Me, and they've got a range of different stuff. So I want to kind of try it all and see what it's like, and I'll get through it all eventually. Of course, that last video was ages ago. So yeah, got this for it's like it would be nice. So I like doner meat, I like chips. Doner meat is one of my favourite things. I love getting a doner meat, like a kebab or doner and chips, cheese and doner. Yum yum yum. So yeah, figured I would get this, see what it's like. So let's have a wee look at the box and everything and see what it looks like. I mean, from the picture, it looks quite nice. I think that looks really, really good. Of course, they're supposed to make it look good on the box. It's 165 grams. Let's have a wee look and see if there's a description. Yeah, so it's cooked and sliced seasoned reformed chicken and mutton doner meat with chips and a sachet of chili sauce. Sounds good. So what are our ingredients in here? It's 60% chips, which is made from potatoes, sunflower oil and dextrose. Straightforward. And then the cooked doner meat, that has a lot of stuff in it. 34% of this thing is the doner meat. So it's got chicken, 33% chicken, 24% mutton. So like 43% of this isn't meat. That seems like a lot. So what else has it got in it then? Water, wheat flour, mutton fat, salt, modified maize starch, yeast extract, spices, herbs, garlic powder, tomato powder. Garlic powder and tomato powder in the meat. Weird. Maltodextrin, sugar and rapeseed oil. So it's not too bad actually. And the chili sauce sachet, which is 6% of our thing, has water, dextrose, tomato paste, vinegar, sugar, salt, acetic acid, chili powder, stabilizer, which is xanthan gum, and the preservative, which is potassium sorbate. And then there's garlic powder as well. So nothing too weird, nothing out of the ordinary in there. It's got some allergy advice as well. May also contain sesame seeds and soya. And of course it's got wheat flour in it, so there's wheat. Right, nutritionally, see where we are for nutrition. Typical values: per doner meat and chips, 307 calories. It's not bad. It's not bad for a meal, if you're having this for a meal. Me looking at the size of this, I would say it's not a full meal. It's more like a snack, sort of a high calorie, high fat snack. Fat, 15 grams. That's a lot of fat, of which saturates are 5.4 grams. So that's about a quarter of your fat for the day. That's a lot. That is a lot for what it is. Carbs, 32 grams. Again, very high. That'll be all the potatoes, the chips. 3.7 grams of that is the sugars. That's not too bad. Fiber, 4.3 grams. Not really a lot there. Not a huge amount of protein, 8.9 grams, and then 1.6 grams of salt. So it actually doesn't have as much salt as I would have expected from something like this, but there you go. Very fatty and not good for you. And I mean, it's only 307 calories though. As a wee snack, I suppose it's not too bad. Right, I guess I should show you what it looks like. And you'll see what I mean by it not being a full meal, because it's not that big. That's it here. Looks alright, doesn't it? Ooh, chips are falling everywhere. So you've got your chips in there, you've got your doner meat, which is all perfectly cut into shapes, and then you've got your chili sauce, which I poured on top. I have to say, unless this tastes absolutely amazing, this was not worth the hassle, because see, to make this, it comes in the wee tray, this wee tray here, and the chips come in a bag, and then the meat comes in a separate bag. So you've got to get an actual plate, take the chips out of the bag, put them on the plate, and then take the doner meat out the bag into the tray, and then put the tray on the plate, microwave it for 2 minutes, take the tray off, put the doner meat on top of the chips, and then microwave it for another minute. And then when I was done, I took it out and put it back in the tray for aesthetic purposes, because I wanted to present it to you very nicely, or at least in the original packaging. So a lot of bloody hassle just to cook some doner meat and chips. If it had just been like, stick it on the tray and then put it in for a couple of minutes and then put the doner meat on, that would have been okay. But the fact you have to take the doner meat and pick it up and put it on top of the chips, that's annoying. I'm guessing that's so that the fat from the doner meat can drip onto the chips and crisp them up a bit, or give them flavour or something. I don't know, because they don't look particularly crispy. I'll show you. Look, let's see if I can get a good example. Because I want to. Let's see if I can get one without any chili sauce on it. That chili sauce is nice. There you go. There's your micro. Oh god, that's spicy. Oh, that hit me right in the back of the throat. There's a chip there. So as you can see, it doesn't really have very browned edges. It looks a bit anemic. So doesn't look like they're very well cooked, but we'll try them and see. Okay, there's the doner meat as well. Right, this is the eat me doner meat and chips. Let's give it the old taste test. I think we should go for a chip first. Chip. Okay, right, I'm gonna try a bit of this meat. Meat. Try another bit just to. Okay. It's very disappointing, I have to say. It's really not very good at all. I cooked this a little bit longer than the things on the packet, because I've got a 700 watt microwave that has an 800 watt. But even at that, even at cooking it a little bit more just to be on the safe side, the chips don't really even taste cooked through. I mean, microwavable chips, they cook them fully before they freeze them, and then all you're really doing is unfreezing them and heating them up. But they don't quite taste all the way cooked through. They there's no crisp to them whatsoever, so they're just soft, mushy things of mush, and on some occasions the potato's a little bit hard where it hasn't quite cooked all the way through. McCain microchips are really good. Like, you get those and they're crunchy around the outside and soft in the middle. Okay, they're not as good as doing them in the oven or doing them in a fryer, but they're still a hell of a lot better than this. This is a very poor attempt at making microwave chips. Yeah, not good at all, because they don't have any crunch. The outside has a kind of I don't know how to describe it. It's like you bite into it and it's kind of like it's soft, but it's a kind of a squidgy kind of soft. I don't know. It's just unpleasant. The meat. The flavours there, like, it does have a proper doner meat flavour. I'll give them that. You know, it really tastes like the mutton flavour, and you've got all the spices and stuff like that, so the flavour's there. But it's a bit rubbery, and you know, it doesn't chew the same way doner meat's supposed to. Sort of tastes like you're eating a slab of plastic. It's kind of what it feels like. So it feels very processed and very, very poor quality. So I have to say, overall, this is quite disappointing. The kebab wasn't fantastic either. Now, there's a perfect example of one of the chips that is just pretty hard in the middle. That undercooked. It's not good at all. The kebab that I had wasn't great either, but I have to say, this isn't nice. It's, you know, the chips are crap. They're sort of soggy and chewy and mushy. They're just not very good at all. The chili sauce is okay. It's hard to screw up chili sauce. And then the meat is just sort of plasticky. It's got the flavour, you know, that's about the only thing I would give it, but yeah, it's poor. Very poor quality. Would not recommend. I think this was £1. I got this in Asda. It was like £1. I wouldn't pay that again for it. Definitely not. Yeah, never going to buy this again. This is poor. Very, very poor. There are better doner meat frozen alternatives out there that you can buy. I personally would recommend Farm Foods. They do doner meat in a bag. And you do it in the oven. It takes like 10 minutes to make it in the oven. I would recommend that. That stuff's really, really nice. This is just very, very poor. And very poor quality. Very low quality indeed. So yeah, don't buy it. Don't buy it. Well, that's me for today. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it the old thumbs up. And subscribe to the channel. You can hit the bell if you want notifications anytime one of my videos is coming out. And follow me on Instagram and share the video with all your pals and do all that, because that's just lovely. Well, thanks very much. I will catch you in the next one. This has been rubbish. I'm going to go and find something nice to eat. See you later.